Hi everyone and welcome back. We're going to jump right into this emerald birthstone tutorial. I just got the new Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. I will of course put a picture up. With everything that I do, I will always put a picture up telling you where you can get it, what the price is, and if I'm using a certain color, I'll make sure and put little lips or something on the color so that you know and you can follow along or find something similar. So I'm gonna go into this color called Morgan, and that is in the Natasha Denona. And I am going to put that right into my crease. I'm gonna do this eye with you guys on camera and then do the other eye off camera. All right, so I'm just going to take that from inner to outer and blend that in. I don't want a whole lot, just a little wash of color, just so that I can blend out the shadows. I've used the Huda Beauty, those little Obsession palettes before, and they're good. I don't remember it having a lot of fallout or anything super negative. So hopefully we'll be okay and things will blend well, but I still feel like maybe putting a little bit of a warmer transition there may help me out. So I'm gonna put just a little bit more right here in this outer corner. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and use my Becca Volcano Goddess, and I'm gonna use the color, I think it's Cloud, but I have terrible eyesight, so never take what I say as the right color or whatever. Always look on the screen because I'll go back and look it up, and almost always I'm wrong. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions, and these don't have any names on it, so I'll make sure and put that up there in the corner for you. I am going to pick up a little bit of this color right here, and let's see what happens. Not very powdery. Let's see what we get when we put this in the outer corner. So May is emerald, and you know I always try and do a little bit of background. I'm gonna bring that about halfway into my crease, so I'm gonna just sit here and kind of build this up. The emerald is the rarest of all gemstones. It also has a lot of inclusions, so it's not exactly, it's not soft, it doesn't scratch easy, but it does break easily at pressure points, and it chips very, very easily because of those inclusions. All right, so I just brought it maybe 3/4 of the way over. I'm gonna make sure that I really deepen up this outer corner here, and then we'll clean that up with a wipe. I'm just gonna dip a little bit more in and darken that up one more time. All right, let me try and bring that up a little bit higher here. I'm not having any problem blending it out. That blends out pretty easy. I'm gonna set that down. I'm gonna grab my NYX Jumbo eye pencil, and I'll put the color up there, and I'm gonna put that on the inner corner of my eye, just about 1/3 of the way in. So just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and do this eye too. I'm gonna try and pick up a little bit of this color here. So I'm just gonna grab a flat synthetic brush, and I'm gonna pick up a little bit of, I think it's called Thrash. I cannot remember the names on these Urban Decay, but it's the lime yellow. It's like that. Yeah, it's like that. I think it's like Thrasher or something like that. And I'm just gonna put that right over top of where I just put that NYX Jumbo crown. That's not really showing up the way I want. Right, got my sleigh all day here. I'm gonna go ahead and get that wet, and I did pick up the color in the bottom right hand corner of the Huda Beauty. Oh, that works. Wow, that is super bright. Holy cow, that is. Okay, well that color is very bright. All right, and then right on top of that, I'm gonna go ahead and put that thrasher right on it because I still want it to have that kind of lime green. A pencil brush, and I'm gonna pick a little bit more of that emerald green up, and I'm just gonna go right above. And that's why I'm looking straight into my mirror with my eye open. That way I can see the placement and know where I want my eyeliner to be, because my eyes are so hooded. If I only followed my natural crease, which is down here, then you wouldn't be able to see anything that I'm doing at all. It would be, you would only catch like a glimpse of it when I blink. All right, that's up a little bit higher. I like that. Pharaohs kept emeralds close by because they believed that it provided like eternal youth, and they believed that the magical properties included peace, harmony, love, fidelity, honesty, and good fortune. Which is kind of funny because all of these, well, I think all of them that I've done so far has said like that it gives you good luck and wealth. But then when you go and you look for the famous stones, so for this one there are a few, but each of them, they always have a curse. There's always some curse on these gemstones. So they're supposed to be really good luck, but yet everybody says they're cursed. I am going to use my Urban Decay 24/7, the new, I'll put the color because I don't know what it is, but it's super pretty. It does have some sparkles in it, but it doesn't really translate. I'm gonna put this right here in the center and take it almost to the edge. And I'm gonna do the same thing at the bottom, only I'm gonna take it all the way and stop right here. So when I put this on my waterline, it doesn't feel like I'm getting glitter or anything in my eye. All right, I'm gonna go back into this Huda Beauty palette, and I'm gonna go right into this middle color, and I'm just gonna put it on my finger. It's super pretty. And I'm just gonna dab that right in the center over where we just put that eyeliner down as a base. This is really, really pretty. And then I'm gonna bring it in to blend it with that Thrasher color on the inner corner. Okay. What they thought were, or what they called emeralds back then, they're now finding out were more than likely peridot, not actually emeralds. All right, I'm gonna blend this out one more time. Yes, I like that. All right, now I'm gonna take my heavy metal, and this is another new one that just came out, and I'm gonna put that right in the center, just to give me a little bit more sparkle right there on the very, very center. And I'm gonna take that all the way up to the crease that I created. All right, I'm gonna let that dry for a second. It is believed that many born in May are very attractive people. They use the left side of their brain more than the right side, which means they are more logical rather than like creative. And they often do well in math and sciences. So if you are a May baby, is this true? Do you find that to be accurate? It says that May babies need facts and figures to be happy. They also have very vivid dreams. May babies also possess positive characteristics and personality traits and are often described as affectionate, reliable, ambitious, practical, and patient. I am not any of those things. I have no patience, but my brother, again, he's in May, and I would definitely say that that describes him. All right, I'm gonna deepen this outer corner up just with that same green that we used before, right here. So I'm just gonna pick a little bit more up on a packing brush. So it's just gonna be a little bit more dense, like this. And then that way I can just really concentrate that right here in this outer V. Okay, the Romans believed that no evil could remain in the presence of emeralds, so they had them everywhere. And health benefits, stress relief, improved memory, mental clarity. It is said to protect the heart, regulate blood pressure, reduce inflammation, prevent infections, and emeralds are believed to calm strong or upset emotions and create positive energy that will remove any blockages. So for that reason, they say that it's good to use when you meditate. So when I was looking for some of the really famous pictures, one came up of Angelina Jolie, the emerald green earrings from the 2009 Oscars was the Lorraine, I can't pronounce that. It was 115 carats, Colombian emerald drop, and reported worth of $2.5 million. Jolie wore a matching 65 carat ring worth over $1 million. All right, I am going to go ahead and take a makeup wipe and just clean up underneath this eye. We will finish up the bottom after we do our complexion. Okay, the Bahia emerald is very interesting. It's one of the largest ever found. It weighs in at 840 pounds with approximately 180,000 carats. So when it was mined, it was somehow brought over here to the United States, and it ended up in Louisiana. And it just so happened that that was when Hurricane Katrina hit, and they said that Hurricane Katrina hit there because the Bahia emerald was there. It was actually underwater for a while. It was then transferred, I think, to California. Yep. And in 2008, it was reported stolen from a secured vault, which probably not so secure, in LA. And it was actually seen on eBay. Let me find what this was. With a price of buy it now for $75 million. They then tracked that down to someone in Las Vegas. Another historic emerald is the chalk emerald. It's 38.4 carats. It was recut and set in platinum and gold, and designed by Harry Winston Incorporated. It was donated to the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. by Mr. and Mrs. Roy Chalk in 1972. Now it's on display at the National Museum of Natural History in Washington, D.C. The Mogul Emerald, it was made in 1695. It is 217 carats. It is a square gem carved out on both sides. The front side has a really pretty Arabic prayer carved into it, and then the opposite side is poppies. And I'll make sure and put pictures of all of these emeralds so that you guys can see some of them and what some of their values are. It is believed that the Mogul came from Colombia, and it was sold by Christie's of London in 2001 for $2.2 million. Touch those inner corners up a little bit. And then, like I always do, I'm just gonna flip my synthetic brush from side to side, and that will help me to blend it into that green in the middle. So I'm just gonna grab it and then I'm gonna look down into a mirror and just place them right on my lashes. And it's so much easier if you look down into a mirror than if you try to do it looking straight ahead. That is where we're at. I'm gonna put some eyeliner on, and to do that, I am going to actually use my Tom Ford, and that's just because it's so easy to go over glitter with this, so that's why I'm gonna use it. And I'm gonna use the longer of the two ends. And instead of putting mascara on my lashes to make them blend in, which I do not put mascara on before I do my false lashes. I think it makes it much harder for them to seat right on top of your actual lid. So what I do instead of putting mascara is I take the end of a liquid liner and I just rub it right along my lash line there so that it colors my lashes. And this will make it to where your false lashes will last a lot longer. When you take them off, you just make sure you clean the glue up off of them, put them back into their containers, and actually each time you wear them, it'll be so much easier to put them on. You'll be a master at it in no time. And these are the Tarte lashes, and I mean I can get a good 25, maybe more wears out of these. The Juvia's Place foundation, I don't know if this is going to be my match. I used this on Amber when we were in Georgia, and I loved it on her, and I loved it so much that I went out and got, hopefully, my shade. I'm going to take my Sephora Pro Airbrush, it's like this, and I'm just going to pick that up and kind of bounce it around, because I remember on Amber this stuff was super full coverage, and yeah, and it's hella light. Crud. And I'm gonna take my Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm actually gonna come up a little bit higher than I normally would. Down here would normally be my contour, but I'm gonna bring my cheekbones up a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead, even though I don't have a big forehead and I'm not trying to really contour it, because this is still pretty light on me, I'm gonna go ahead and put some right around the edges here. And we'll try and warm this up a little bit before we go on to bronzing. Oh yeah, that's gonna help a lot. Okay. Jeffree Star concealer, so I'll just use that. Oh, crud. Concealer on my eyelash. Something else that I'm noticing, which is super crazy for me, is that I'm blending this out, and with any other concealer, like seriously any other concealer, I would have already creased by now if, you know, not setting it with powder immediately. And I've been kind of like messing around just to kind of see how this foundation is kind of settling, and man, it's great. I really like that a lot. All right, now I am going to take the Fenty Beauty, and this is in Butter, I believe, the setting powder, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that underneath my eyes, and then we'll finish up the under eyes while this is setting. Oh my gosh, that smells good. And I am going to pick up, let's go ahead and do that dark green first. And we'll do that very, very tight to the lash line. Okay, go ahead and do my lips. They're looking pretty bare. Right, I'm gonna grab my little pointed brush there, and I'm gonna pick up some of that yellow, the matte yellow from the Urban Decay electric palette, and I'm gonna take that right underneath and blend that down. I like that. Let me take the Urban Decay, and I'm just gonna go right into the center here and pop some of that glitter right there in the, oh crud. This is my Extended Play by MAC. And then for my bronzer, this is very exciting. I have my brand new Marc Jacobs to use. And I am just going to grab this Morphe brush. Ah, it smells like coconut again. All right, I'm gonna dust a little bit of that off. And I'm gonna go right here, right above where I did the contour. And my blush I'm going to use is, I think it's like spring, what's it called? Summer Fling, and it's by Makeup Geek. I would assume this is probably no longer available. I think that these went when she had her last really big sale. I'll look, but I'm pretty sure it's gone. And then instead of bringing my blush here, I'm gonna again bring it back this way to create the same thing that I'm doing with my eyes, that elongated look. I think Alchemist by Kat Von D, and I am going to use Emerald, obviously. Obviously. I sound like Captain. Sorry, Captain, I didn't mean to steal your catchphrase. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up a little bit of Emerald, and I'm gonna pop that right into my inner corners here and just underneath. And look, oh, that is so pretty. These are deceiving. Like, this palette is so cool. There's only 4 shades, but if you look at it, they don't really look like much, but when you pick them up and put them on, they definitely are. All right, I am going to use I'm going to use my MAC Fix Plus first. And this is in the Strawberry. They just brought some new ones out. And then right on top of that, I'm going to use my Slay All Day. Oh, that smells good. It's Tom Ford. I don't know the name of it. I think the name is Alexander. But it looks like this, very pale. Buxom White Russian right on the top. Actually, just in the middle, not even. Okay, I'm going to go off, do my hair, change my shirt, and then I will be right back to finish up. I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, we are all finished. I just went ahead and let my hair down. This is what the finished look turned out like. I think it's really pretty. I like it. I think I'm gonna do this like for St. Patrick's Day. I just love greens, and I especially love when I mix like a green with that fluorescent pop of yellow. I just think it's so pretty. I love it. So I am super happy with how this turned out. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let's see, June I think is, what is June? Pearl? Thank you, Lex. June is Pearl, so I'm gonna get on that. I have to do a haul and a couple other videos, so you'll probably see some more videos with me wearing this. Maybe not the lashes though. Those don't usually last too long after I'm done filming. Those usually come right off. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. I appreciate your patience. I have a couple of people that I am doing some freelance stuff with, and I should be able to get that finished up this week as well. It's just taking me some time to get back on track after being gone for so long. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me again for the Birthstone series. I will be back with June. And until next time, remember there are no such thing as disabilities, only different abilities. I love you all, and God bless.